Let's go. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Said That. I'm Erika.
And I'm Luke.
And we're another year older and a little bit less wiser, I think.
Yeah, it depends on how you look at it, I guess. You know, being a 25-year-old and everything. So,
Good choices.
yeah,
Make good choices at 25.
always good choices.
Oh my gosh. No, I do not know. Like, I went out for my birthday last weekend and was acting like a 21-year-old. So I don't know what got into me. I must be going through a midlife crisis.
Yeah, Erika came down and visited on Sunday on my birthday, and she was looking pretty rough. She was kind of, hanging over. She was kind of had a headache and was kind of feeling it the next day. So,
Oh my goodness. So we went out with some friends and literally I counted, I took like 11, I think 12 shots. And I don't know, like I don't do that normally. So I was like, what the heck got into me? Oh my goodness. It was apparently when we got home, I told Tyler, I was like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. Don't let me do this again. And I was crying and oh my gosh.
crying.
Then I felt so bad because that night we got home at 1:15, didn't go to bed probably until almost 2, and then Emmett woke up at 3:30 and Tyler had to get up and
Oh, wow.
help him and put him back to sleep. And then he woke up he said he probably went down probably at 4, and then he woke up at 6:30. So Tyler probably got like maybe 2.5 hours of sleep.
Oh, man. And then you guys drove down here to Wagner.
Yes, we
That's
did.
crazy. I didn't know he only got that much sleep.
Emmett took a nap from like 9 to 11, and then so Tyler was able to sleep then. And then we both got up, and then we got ready, and then oh my goodness, the ride down there, like right in the beginning, was rough.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, no doubt. That's pretty crazy. He didn't look too bad though when I saw him when he came down, but
No, he thrives on no sleep. Like he can get like 5 hours and be good for the day and drink like a Red Bull, but I can't do that. I'm like, how do you function? I don't get it.
yeah.
So yeah, that was rough.
Yeah,
It was not a happy Easter.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, just be glad you don't know what a hangover feels like.
Yeah, I don't that's something that I wouldn't look forward to experiencing at all. But
No. I literally told Tyler, I was like, for realsies this time, I am not drinking anymore.
we'll see how long that lasts.
I know.
We should have had a poll that says how long will Erika go before drinking like that again. I don't think it'd be too long myself. But
we might have to do that. Oh my gosh. Well, I do have a wedding up this coming weekend.
oh,
So
great. Well,
we'll see.
I think it ends there really.
I have 2 weddings, so we'll see what happens.
2 of them.
Anyway. Yeah, we have two weddings on the same day, and I'm in one of them.
Oh,
so.
geez.
Yeah,
No.
it's gonna be a day.
So that falls next week.
Yes, probably actually, because
Yeah.
we're getting ready in the morning, and who knows what's going to be there, and
What's going to be there? You know what's going to be there.
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
That might be I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
But
I think
anyway.
that's a pretty safe bet.
Meanwhile, Luke had some sugar-free pudding on his birthday.
Yep. They couldn't find sugar-free cake mix here in town, so my sister and Cullen gave me sugar-free pudding. So that was my birthday treat was that. So the kid Akaya and Talib loved it. So
My favorite thing is right before you guys started eating, Talib comes up to his mom and goes, "Mom, can I have one of the healthy puddings?"
yeah. Healthy puddings, yep.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
The sugar-free kind.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was funny.
Yeah, no, I had a good birthday. We ate out there and had brats, and whenever my family cooks out or has anything, we go way overboard, like have way more food than what we should have. Because we
For
went
6
to,
people?
Yeah, my mom and I went to Yankton on Friday of last week and went to Hy-Vee, and she rolled up to the meat case there and started picking out everything and saying, "Oh, should we get this and that?" I said, "Well, we don't need to drag the whole meat case home. It's just."
20 pounds of meat.
Yeah, taking all these brats and well, hey, need some of that hamburger and everything. I said, well, Jesus, we're not going to feed the whole res, But you know how it is.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why when you came,
Yeah.
you and Tyler came and Vanessa was trying to force feed you guys basically.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, no, we literally just ate before we went there. So I was like, I'm so full. I cannot handle more food.
And besides,
it's fine.
the way you were feeling
Yeah,
too.
I was like, oh my God. We got pizza on our drive down. I took a bite and I was like, like I couldn't even swallow it. It
Like
was so
gagging.
bad.
Yeah.
Yes, I was
That's
like, he's gonna have to pull over. Oh my God.
yeah. Blowing chunks going down the interstate.
Oh God. Good thing like he's so I'm so thankful for him because he let me sleep on the way down there and then I felt okay after that. I could like feel, like a little bit normal and handle, but
At
man,
least
I was
function a
rough
little bit.
there. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was rough. I was real rough. Like that was not fun at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Oh
imagine.
goodness. Yeah, but anyway, but yeah, so this week has not been good for some people, like DMX and his family.
Yeah. We spoke about this last week, how DMX overdosed and he had a heart attack as a result of it, and then now he passed away from it. So that's pretty
Yeah,
sad to hear.
it
He
is. Like
was
I felt
50
so
years
like
old.
I thought maybe yeah, I thought he would have maybe pulled through or they would have kept him on life support a little bit longer or something. I don't know, but
Hmm.
yeah.
At first, there
Uh,
was a lot of reports on the internet that was saying that he was still alive and everything, and then
mhm,
finally the family, I think, just wanted to put it into all the speculation, and they came out and said that he did pass away. So
mhm. Yeah, so
he was a giant,
well,
when it comes to rap music.
mhm.
He was
Yeah.
huge in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I went back to Spotify and was just listening to like just his music and I was like, I forgot how many of his songs that I actually know,
He had a lot of hits. He had a lot
Yeah.
of good songs, actually.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's real sad. And then I read this tweet and it was like, all dogs go to heaven. And I was like, oh
Yeah,
God. I was like, no.
yeah,
So yeah, that was a rough one.
yeah. It's sad to see him go the way he did too, and he had
Mm-hmm.
a lot of struggles as far as drug addictions and being in and out of jail. I think he was really trying hard too, but it's
Yeah.
just one of those things that caught up with him, and unfortunately, it
Mm-hmm.
happened the way it did. So
Right. And this last year probably didn't help with all the COVID stuff too.
no, I imagine
So
not.
mm-hmm. So that's sad.
Yeah,
It really is. I was looking on Twitter. I kept seeing like all of these random things that he like was in. So I thought that like the Christmas thing was super random, but apparently he like has been at all these like he was at some Albanian wedding, I think,
oh, I didn't know
like
that.
just dancing. Yeah, and I'll send you the link. But and then the other one where he was in some 41's like music video,
Oh, he
like
was.
I think he was filming something in Toronto or in Canada somewhere, and I guess they were shooting their music video up there. I'll have to look up the song, but he just shows up randomly riding a four-wheeler.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No,
like
I didn't know about that.
everything I've been seeing, he's just like been in such random places. Like it's so funny.
Yeah,
Could you
I had no
imagine
idea
just
about
like
that.
sitting there and then like DMX just shows up?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, he was like a hardcore rapper. I mean, but he must.
yeah.
It seems like he had this other side of him that was almost like
Hmm.
like a comedic type side or something almost.
Yeah. Almost like yeah, something like that. But then
Hmm.
also I think that he connected with a lot of people with the treatment, like the drug addiction and treatment and trying to get through all that. Because I've
Yeah.
seen this other tweet about this girl who was like, I met him and she helped me forgive my dad for being addicted to drugs and not being there and all of this good stuff.
Oh,
So
really?
I was like, oh yeah. So I think he connected with, not just his rap community, but a lot of people.
And that goes a long way if you
So
get somebody that connects with
mhm.
people. That
Right.
builds a huge
Right.
fan base in itself. If you
Hmm.
if you people relate to you a lot and they really you can understand what you're talking about, that builds a lot of fan base there. So
Right. Hmm. Yeah. So thinking about DMX, I'm gonna go listen to Rough Riders Anthem after
yeah,
this.
yeah, he had that, and he had a lot of other. That first CD he had, I think about every song on there was pretty good. I remember first getting
Hmm.
that back when I was still in high school. I think it came out in '98, I want to say, and then
Yeah.
his follow up one was about exactly a year later. I think that came out in '99, and then just all
Hmm.
the way through to the early 2000s. I know he had all those good songs too, and he had a lot of. I don't know if you remember, there's a video game. It was Def Jam
Yes, it was
something.
Def Jam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It
that's
was
what it
like a
was.
fighting game, and
Hmm.
he did the
For the
soundtrack
rappers.
for that. Yeah, Yeah. And
Yes.
that was actually a cool game for its time.
I love that game.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Well, I played it a lot. Like I had my favorites on there. All the girls. I don't know if there were any famous girls on there because I don't think that like
I don't
'cause
remember
mostly it was
either.
rappers, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was mostly all rappers, is what it was.
It was just a bunch of random girls, but oh yeah, there was a bunch of rappers on there.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
And
I
he
like
did
that one.
pretty much the entire soundtrack for
Mm-hmm.
that game. And that was pretty cool for its time. I don't think there was many games at that time that had a artist of that caliber to do the whole soundtrack. So
Yeah. Yeah, the other like soundtrack that he was on or that he did was the Cradle to the Grave, that movie.
oh, that's right.
You know?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that movie.
I did
and I was
too.
like, oh,
And that was with Aaliyah,
like,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And Jet Li.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. That was a good one. I remember watching that movie like over and over again.
I had totally forgotten about that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what like I was listening to all of his music on Spotify and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to go watch that movie now.
You know what song I liked of his was that "Ain't No Sunshine" song. I think that was on that. I think that was like the title song for that movie actually.
I think so too.
Because that's a remake of an older song. I forget who sang it in the old days, and people that are older are
Yeah.
probably gonna crucify me for that. But but that's the version I know is the DMX version.
Yeah,
that
me
sounded
too.
cool. That was cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, good old DMX. We'll keep your memory alive with your music.
Oh yeah, always.
Well, with some good news though, with Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq went
we
into the jeweler this last week, and there happened to be a guy in there. I guess Shaq said he's going in to buy himself some earrings, and
Oh my God.
there was a guy buying an engagement ring, and there's actually a video of him. He walks up to the register, hands the person working his credit card, and just tells him to cover his engagement ring.
Oh my God.
So he paid for his entire engagement ring. I don't know. I didn't see a price or anything on how much it costed, but he paid for the whole thing for the guy.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh my God. You go in there not expecting anything and then like I wonder if he let him like pick out, what kind or or a bigger diamond or if he saw it and was like, "Oh, you want that ring? I'll get you that ring."
Yeah.
Like,
Since Shaq's paying for it, give me the biggest one you got. The biggest rock
exactly,
you got
right.
here. Yeah.
Give me a 10 carat or
Yeah.
get the one in the back. I know you got a bigger one back there.
Bring out what you got in the back there.
Yeah. Shaq's buying.
Yeah, yeah. So that was pretty cool. I thought that was a cool gesture by him.
Yeah, because I'm not the biggest fan of Shaq, but that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we actually had a conversation about Shaq in one of our previous episodes. And
Yeah, he was not. I'm not the biggest fan. He was not. No way. But that was pretty cool. I'll give him props for
yeah, that was pretty cool. I thought it was cool. There's a picture
Mm-hmm.
he posted too on his Instagram of him with the guy, and of course he dwarfs the guy. The
I
guy
know. Oh
he's
my
huge.
God.
The guy goes up to his shoulder. I'm looking at the picture right now. But
I'll have to look at it because I actually didn't read it. I just read the headline.
yeah. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool for him to do that. Just hand his credit card over and say, take care of it.
Yeah. well,
Imagine
that's
being
good.
that rich
Good for him.
to be able to do that, though. That'd be
Oh
cool.
my gosh, I know, right?
Yeah.
I just want to get through not having to worry about, my car payment or
Yeah.
food or anything like that. Well, actually, that's probably wrong. I don't worry about much of that stuff. Tyler does that.
Yeah. Tyler takes care of that.
Yeah, Tyler takes
Yeah.
care of our finances. He's our finance guy.
Yeah.
So.
Finance guy. That's what he's known as, is just the finance guy.
Yes. And it's so funny because I work at a bank, so I figured I probably should be more involved in my own finances.
No,
Tyler
luckily,
take care of
yeah, luckily you married a finance guy. So
Yeah. So anyway.
yeah,
So we're talking about good things that happened to us individually this week. Luke, do you want to go first?
yeah. Just today we handed out football equipment for our football season. Normally we run it in the fall, but we didn't run it last fall. We didn't get enough signups and everything, and of course, with everything going on with the pandemic, I'm sure that played into it too. So we decided to wait until the spring here, and we had a good turnout. We had quite a few parents show up with their kids to sign them up, and we had already had 32 signups, and I think we're over
Nice.
up to around 45 now. So it was good to get them back in there and signed up and get going again. Everything's kind of a little bit turning back to normal the way it was as far as the things we do at the club, and it'll be nice to get the season rolling. We're going to start practice on Tuesday, and our first game is actually a week from today. So
Oh my gosh.
it'll
So
be
that's quick.
it's more condensed. Yeah, we usually have like 3 weeks of practice in between before our first game. So we're gonna have to
There's the
teach
2
them.
days for these
Yeah,
kids.
we're gonna
All
have to
right,
be
let's
teaching them
go.
quite a bit this last or first week, but at least we're playing. I didn't want to go basically 2 years without having a football
Yeah,
season.
that would have been
So
sucked.
and plus the
Yeah.
fifth graders, the way it works is 3rd through 5th graders play with us, and then the 6th graders move up and play with junior high. So if we didn't play this year, the 5th graders wouldn't have had a season with us.
My
They would have just
gosh.
went up to 6th grade. So it gives them another chance to play before they move up to junior high football. So I'm pretty happy about that. That's the good thing that happened with me this week. I'll be working with that. So I love coaching
That's
football
good.
like that. It's a lot of fun. Those little guys, you really see the difference from when they start in the first part of the season to the end. They make a big leap in the way they carry themselves, and they gain a lot more confidence as the season goes on. So it's pretty fun to see that. Pretty rewarding.
Yeah, my brother played football.
Yeah,
And
he
then
did.
he was so excited when he got his little like captain patch.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a huge thing to get that. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
He loved that. And I was like, "Oh, I love this. I'll come to your game."
yeah.
I can't remember how many he played. I think he played like twice that. I don't remember.
No, he was actually a pretty good player. I remember that. He was fast. He's one of the fastest kids out there.
Mhm.
So that's always a lot of fun.
Well,
to
he's
do that.
tall, so
Yeah, he is.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
Mhm. I'm glad. Yeah, because that would have sucked if you didn't have, football for 2 years.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. We really wanted to just get it in. We're trying to get all our programs in the way they usually go. We'll play here in the fall, and then we'll turn around and do it again, or in the spring we'll turn around and do it again in the fall. So
Good.
things are kind of going back to normal, hopefully. So
Slowly.
yeah,
Yeah. Good. Yeah, the other thing that the one awesome good thing that I'm super excited about that happened to me this past week is that I don't know if you remember in like episode 2 we talked about that little driving thing that I had in my car.
Oh yeah.
That thing that tracks our driving. It ended. It ended this past week and I was like, "Oh, thank God." I'm so happy about that. You have no idea.
You don't have to worry about any of that anymore. You can drive however you want.
No. Yes.
You can go
So,
flying
like,
down the streets of Sioux Falls now.
Yes. And I don't know if I mentioned before, but there's like a discount range. So like if you're driving real good, like no not accidents, but no like hard stops or hard accelerations, all of that stuff, you get like 40% off of your next whatever of your entire thing.
Yeah.
But so it ranges week to week. It'll tell you like this is what your percentage is this week and whatever. So I ended up I shouldn't say the season. I ended the session.
The season.
I ended the season with 25%.
Oh, really?
A 25% discount, and then Tyler ended it with 29.
Oh, so he wasn't that far off.
No, and he was like, he kept trying to like say stuff to me, and I'm like, no.
Trying to make it a competition.
Yeah, but I mean that's fine because I understand. I'm a terrible driver, not a terrible driver. I have road rage real bad, so I'm surprised I got that much actually. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. 25%.
So I don't know if it's like going to be combined or, well, probably not. I'll probably just go on each vehicle, but yeah. So I am so glad that that's done because now I can just do whatever I want.
Is there a cap on the amount of discount you can get?
Well, the 40%.
Oh, it is up to 40. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So we could have gotten up to 40 if we were like, doing
driving like a saint everywhere.
Hard stops. Yes.
Yeah.
Driving like a granny everywhere.
Yeah.
But no, I knew that shit wasn't going to happen. So it's fine. But yeah, so I was real excited about that.
So does that happen ever again, or is that the only time it happens? Or is it just once a year or what?
I'm hoping that it's not annually, honestly. So I don't know. We'll see. I have to ask. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad it's over with.
That was unbelievable to me when you told me that, how it was actually tracked like that. I didn't know that's the way it worked.
Yeah, so it ended I'm trying to think, Monday, I think. And then the tracker was still in there. I was like, we got to take this thing out because they're still tracking us. And then they're going to see all my hard stops and hard accelerations, They're
going to take away my 25% discount.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to go down to 10%. So, yeah. So I'm so glad that that's done and over with and don't have to worry about it again for a
Yep.
while. At least for a while, you know.
Go
So
squealing around corners and stopping short and everything now. So
yeah, somebody cut me off and oh my gosh, if I didn't have Emmett in the car, I would have ran into her and then threw these hands, I swear.
jeez. It would have been like Grand Theft Auto in real life.
Yeah, seriously. I have road rage and oh my gosh, it's so bad. I don't even know where it came from. It's fine though. But
Just got to take it easy when you're
anyway,
driving.
exactly. So I don't know. People up here, like I said before, they just not very good drivers. Well, to me anyway.
Well, it's because you come from out here. You don't have to worry about that. You're going to the
Yeah,
city now
that's
and
true.
driving around up there, and it's a whole different atmosphere.
Oh,
I don't know,
it's
though.
so
Driving on
annoying.
41st Street and everywhere up there can be nerve wracking.
Yeah, it's mostly those like where people from out of town come, like 41st Street in Minnesota. But like where we're at, it's not so bad. So I don't know. It just depends on where you are, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that
But
too. I don't know. To me, it
yeah,
seems like Sioux Falls is always busy, though.
yeah.
Like, no matter what. Like, I've been up
It's
there day and night, and it seems like it's always traffic and busy. And I don't know if it's
depends on
because
where you
everything's
go,
more
though.
congested there and everything, too, but
Hmm.
it's
I don't know.
crazy.
Sometimes though, like after like 6 or 7 o'clock, then things kind of they slow down and it's nothing. It's not crazy
But then
anymore.
the street racers come out.
Oh my God, yes, they do actually. I swear I heard somebody like not somebody. I heard a few people like revving their engines and
Well, I remember
making their loud muffler noises.
there's a few times because I used to go to the races all the time at Huset's up there, and the races would
Hmm.
get over late, and we'd come back down into Sioux Falls and be going down to 41st, and we always stop at that gas station that's right there before you turn on the
Yeah,
interstate. I can't remember what it's called. There's like
yeah, I
a
don't know what
hotel
it is
next to
either.
it or something. I think there's a Super 8
Yeah.
next to it. But there was actually like we pulled in there one time, and it's like me and my friend Chase and a couple other of my friends,
Hmm.
and there was literally a bunch of cars there with like underglow on them and everything, and like it's like, is Paul Walker gonna walk out
I
sometime here?
know.
And Vin
You
Diesel?
just walked in,
It
walked
was
into a
literally
Fast
like,
and Furious movie.
yeah, it's like all these like rice burner cars, that you see in that
Oh
movie.
my
Like one of them
gosh.
had a green underglow and one
Yeah.
had red and blue, and it's like everything. And these guys are gonna go and take off and chase each other or something here or
Oh
something.
my
But it was
gosh.
great. It was late too, though. It was like 1 a.m. So
What?
yeah, it was late.
Oh my gosh, that's
So
funny.
I
Well,
say
sometimes
that
they have car
jokingly,
shows
but
up
maybe
here
it does
too.
happen.
It does.
Yeah.
I swear it does. Like I can hear it. And it's yeah, it is late too. And like I said, I think I said before, but like our neighbor too has one of those cars and he'll leave at like 2 a.m. like just revving his engine and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Like my kid's bedroom is right there.
Yeah,
Like stop it."
yeah, that's not good.
So that makes me mad, but I'm like, whatever.
Maybe there is an
Just as long as
underground street racing scene in Sioux Falls that we don't know about. There
oh
could be
my gosh,
something going on there.
I think that there is, and I'll go talk to my neighbor and I'll infiltrate it, and then I'll shut it down because I'm so annoyed by it.
Maybe somebody that's in the know in the underground can get back to us on a report about the street racing scene in Sioux Falls.
Yes, please let us know.
Midnight Club in Sioux
Please.
Falls.
Yeah, something.
Yep.
And where do you get your underglow? Because that's actually
Yeah.
kind of cool.
That's the last thing you need on your car. I could see you
I
using that
know.
everywhere you go. Rolling back in
My
the wagon
mom
with
car.
underglow. Yeah. That'd be
That would
crazy.
be so funny. Oh my gosh. It would be like some purple, like changing colors.
Of course, purple.
Like it would be nice. I would like that actually.
With the Fast and Furious soundtrack playing as you
Yeah,
drive.
yeah.
Some Jaw Rule.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
just gonna say that some jaw rule.
Yeah, Jaw Rule. Speaking of something you never heard about for a while, that's the guys.
Oh, jaw rule.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, but he's been in the news for negative things though,
Yeah,
like
he has. Yeah.
all that music festival stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no.
Yeah,
No.
I think he had like 2 lines in that movie.
Yeah, yeah. It was like when I thought it was the coolest freaking movie that I've ever seen in my life. And
Yeah.
then now I go back and watch it and I was like, this is so cheesy. Like, who made this? Like, I was so surprised at how like cheesy and corny it is.
Well, you got to think that I think the original is 20 years old now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
did it come out in?
I think it's '01.
Was it? Oh
I'm
yeah, it
pretty
was,
sure.
huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that is literally 10 years or 20 years old now.
Oh gosh, no, yeah, and they're still going, and I'm waiting for it to end.
Yeah. Yeah. 20 years, and now they're up to what?
And
Fast and Furious 44 or something like that, or
yeah,
I don't
something. I
know.
read this thing and it was like, if they don't name the last Fast movie The Last and the Furious, I'm gonna be real
The Last and
pissed. Last and the Furious, or
Miss-
Last 10.
Missing a huge opportunity if they pass that up.
Yes. Sign me up for marketing. Let's go.
Yeah. They're going to all have gray hair
Oh my
and
gosh.
be in their 50s by the time they're done, or probably
No.
more. I think they're probably
How the
close to
hell?
that, some of them. I don't know how old Vin
Seriously.
Diesel is, but
What? Wait, yeah, The Rock. How old's The Rock? Because
The
he's
Rock
in those
is,
now too.
yeah, I think he's almost 50, or got to be close. Because his
Mhm.
prime days in WWF were, he was in his
Yeah.
30s, late 30s.
Was he in his 30s?
Yeah. Well,
Oh wow.
I was going to say 20s into 30s, something like that.
Okay. Hmm.
It's funny because I've been watching lately WWF and WCW matches from 1998.
Oh my god.
And that was like before, just as he was beginning to come into his own, like Young Rock. And there's a like, it's on Twitch actually. And so there's like a chat, everyone's like, oh, I think this Rock guy might have a future,
Oh my god, shut up. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Just to see how far he's come and everything, the big movie star now and all that. But he was just like he wasn't even like a mid-card wrestler then. He was like in a Nation of Domination. Then he finally took off on his own and went against Stone Cold Steve Austin, and the rest is history. So
I did grow up with boys and did everything that they did, but wrestling was one that I could not get into. I was like, what is this? Like, mm-mm.
I loved
was-
wrestling. Like, oh, holy crap, I was so into it. I was a huge Rock fan though too. Like,
So you ran around in spandex and boots and
well, not that far. I did, however, a couple times at the club, played the Rock theme and walked into the game room there
oh my god, of course.
back in the old days,
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
in the Rock glory days.
Yeah.
I even read the Rock's book. Like, I haven't even read a whole lot of books,
Jesus.
but I've read his book.
Read his book.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you have any rock trivia, then I'll ask you.
Oh yeah, I probably know everything about it.
My god. Dwayne. Good old Dwayne.
Yeah. Did you see, speaking of him too, that's another news thing I was going to mention to you about. He talked about if he were to run for president today.
Oh yeah, Tyler said that today too.
Yeah. Yeah, he was talking about he I think he's honestly, it kind of sounds like he's seriously considering it.
And that's what Tyler said. He was like, honestly, I think The Rock's pretty smart.
He
and
is, yeah.
He has, he's already has a good following. He's a good person, at least, from what we know. And
Yeah.
I actually think that he'd be pretty good. And I was like, well, yeah, if Donald Trump can be president, I think anybody can be president
Well,
now,
yeah. And the thing
So-
is, could you imagine The Rock in a debate? He would destroy whoever it is.
He would. He
Because
would.
honestly, there's nobody better with a live mic than The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've
All
read
he would need to
stories
do
where,
is point at you.
yeah, I've read stories where, like in wrestling, they're called promos, where the guys go out and they talk about, basically punking guys out and everything like that.
Yeah.
And they'd have a script for most guys. The Rock, they would tell him what they want said. He'd go out there and just off the hip, he
Oh my God.
like he would just,
He was pretty good about it.
yeah, like, so could you imagine him in a debate? Like he
Mm-hmm.
like he knows how to think quick, like on his feet. He'd be awesome, actually.
I've never seen him in a suit, so I actually want to see that image.
Well, now he's huge too. Like he'd be the most intimidating president ever.
Mm-hmm. He wouldn't even need his own security.
Yeah,
He'd just do it himself.
Beat the hell out of anybody that came up. Somebody would run up to him with a gun, and he'd probably just bust it in two with his bare hands.
I know. The security would need him as their security.
Yeah.
Like,
Rock
he would
bottom
be
them
pretty
and do the
damn
people's
good.
elbow or right in the middle of the White House, and that'd be that. The country would never feel more protected.
Could you imagine? Oh my God. Yeah, The Rock for president. Let's
Yep.
go.
And it would be
Let's
awesome
go.
because if he had like rallies, he could walk out to his theme music.
Mm,
Like he's
oh
already
my
got
God, he
theme
totally
music.
could. He's
Yeah.
already, then
Yeah.
he doesn't have to get permission
No.
from any artist. He literally could use his own thing.
Yep. Yep. It would be awesome,
Oh
actually, because he's
that
already
would be.
set for it, and
Heck yeah.
he could just show up on WWE Raw whenever and promote everything. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's do it.
yep,
I'll start campaigning right now.
maybe we
Yard
should start
signs,
the Rock for
t-shirts.
President. Right, it starts right now. We'll start pushing it.
Yes. Yeah, let's start making some bumper stickers.
Bumper stickers, bumper stickers, and just bring it Rock T-shirts for
Yeah.
president.
Yeah. Then we'll have our flags hanging from our cars,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
Just
we'll make some hats.
lay the smackdown.
Yeah. Dwayne, if you ever listen to this, just let us know. We're ready.
We're behind you 100% for your presidential run.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be so funny.
Yep,
I would love
I
that
would
so
be
much.
behind it.
Yeah. Where did you see that?
I saw it on I have Apple News. I don't know if you ever see that or have that.
Yeah.
I looked on there, and and then I saw it somewhere else too. Actually, I think it's Reddit. It was on Reddit. There's a.
Do you
post
see it on
about
Facebook? Were you
I might have seen it
arguing
on
with somebody on Facebook?
No, but I imagine there probably is people arguing about it on Facebook, because people argue about anything on Facebook.
I just like with that stuff, I can see like important issues, but with like dumb things, I'm like, this is not worth anybody's time.
No,
Like, scroll
no.
past it.
I've gotten to the point where I don't even look at comments on Facebook anymore.
Mm-mm.
It just
either.
annoys me more than anything. Like, I can't
Yeah,
do
it
it.
pisses me off.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Because then you want to reply, but then there's no like middle ground with these people
No.
because they don't care. They're all
No.
trolls.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Somebody could say, argue with you that orange isn't the color orange. That's
Yeah,
literally how
yeah.
stupid it could be. Like, it just annoys me to no end.
Absolutely. And let's say that to say things. Yeah. Like when the whole Washington team was changing their names,
Mm-hmm.
their name, I like tried so hard to stay off of the comment section, but some of those times I just needed to like say something actually.
Yeah.
And even then, like people were just dumb, and I'm like, oh my God, no, I need to get off this now.
There's some stuff that is so stupid that I'm like, are these people actually for real?
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like, are you actually going to argue this when
Right.
there's facts about it and stuff that points otherwise?
Yeah.
I don't
They
know if
don't
people
care.
just like being trolls or what. I know there are people that just like being trolls and all that, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just it's so annoying when there's something seriously or something serious that people are trying to talk about, and people are just in there with these dumb comments and tearing everything down. And
It's
like I said, I
ridiculous.
quit looking at it mostly. I know I got into it, some guys on Twitter before too, about I can't remember what it was. I think it was probably presidential stuff or something, but
Yeah.
it was worse with that whole deal. But I'm talking everything in general though too. It can be.
Yeah.
I see stuff on like Sports Center's Facebook site and even like NASCAR and everything. There's always people complaining. It seems like you can't do anything to before people are going to complain about it. It's
Yeah, you can't make anybody happy. Like it's
never.
ridiculous.
There's always going to be somebody complaining about it. On Reddit too, you can go on Reddit and there'll be something post about something, and somebody else will bring up almost something that's completely unrelated and try to twist it into their agenda, basically. You know. But
Yeah, for some reason everything turns political. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
I hate
what
that
is
too.
the deal?
Yep.
You know? Like
Yep.
why is that? Why is this who's talking about politics here?
Mm-hmm.
And why is this left leaning or right leaning or whatever, you know?
That bugs me to no end too. You can't talk about anything without things becoming political somehow anymore.
Yeah. Especially in this
annoying.
climate. Like that's all it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Like I get so annoyed I can't stand it.
Yeah, same here. There was a while I didn't even go on Facebook for a while. It was I just got to the point where it was like, holy crap, this is just a cesspool, basically.
Right. Yeah. And you can't reason with anybody.
No.
It's just that's it. That it is what it is.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of engaging with really anybody on social media.
Social
So,
media
even my
has
family.
social media has its pluses too, but I guess it just whoever you choose to engage with matters a lot, and what you choose to
Right.
look at on there. I can understand too how the things you follow on Facebook too are going to manipulate the way you think about things. I never really believed in that before, but now I wholeheartedly do. Like I think it can completely change your thinking on
Mhm.
anything. So
Yeah, absolutely. Like the algorithm and everything that, you like one thing and then all of a sudden more topics like that pop up.
hmm
Like it's kind of scary because like you could accidentally like something and then, you know what I mean? All
yeah.
this other random stuff just comes and it's just,
hmm
oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
I didn't know about that. I'm going to click on that now and then it takes you into this rabbit hole and then it's just now you're a goner.
And the thing is too, there's a lot of people who take that as gospel. A lot of people who take it
Yes.
so seriously, everything you see on
Mhm.
there. But what they'll do is they'll look at the headline and
Yeah.
take that as truth without reading into
Mhm.
or checking facts. And that's what
Right.
bugs me too. Like, you have nothing to back this up. You saw a headline on
Mhm.
Facebook and you think that that's completely true.
Right.
That
And
doesn't
like
make any
the
sense
the
to me.
URL, yeah, the URL will say like something like .org or .net or something
Yeah.
like that. So it makes it look a little bit more official, but then you click on it and it's just like this clickbait
hmm
deal.
It's not even a credible
So,
source.
or like no, or like some people will share things that happened 4 years ago. Like they will like you said, read the headline and then be like, "Oh my gosh," all up in arms
Yeah.
about it and then like, "Oh no, that happened literally years ago."
Or
So,
they'll post it to try to get a point across when it wasn't even
mhm.
something that
Right.
pertained to it. They basically twist
Mhm.
it to try to get their point across when it has nothing to do with the original topic. And
Mhm.
that's just stupid to me. Like,
Yeah.
but
I can't stand it. Like it's crazy like the new digital age that we're in and how people, receive it and how
yeah.
they put things out there. Like it's crazy. Like it makes people crazy actually.
Oh,
Like
we've seen that.
people yeah, people put their worth on how many likes they get
hmm
on Facebook and all this stuff and I'm just like if this would have never happened, like just think like cyberbullying would have been gone. I mean, not completely, but it would have been less. Like, just think about like how many people are so sad that they get 10 likes on a picture.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, that makes me sad. And that makes me sad for our future, like our
hmm
kids, my
I know.
kids.
Yep.
So I'm just like, it doesn't matter, you
No.
know? You know who you
No.
are, you know how great you are. Just get offline for a while.
I
So,
Yeah, going forward, I don't know if the kids in this next, current generation, everything are gonna be able to avoid it. I think
mhm.
they're gonna just have to be able to learn to live with it and
Right.
really check their sources and really try not to believe things that aren't true that they see. I
Mhm.
think it's just
Mhm.
going to have to be a lot of fact checking, and because the internet's obviously not going to go away. If anything, it's going to probably
No.
become more,
Right.
just based on, that's why I kind of like the generation I grew up in, because I saw the world before the
Mhm.
internet.
Right.
you know
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
it's things have come a long ways as far as the internet, just from what I've seen. I remember before Facebook, there's no social media or anything like that, and you
Mhm.
couldn't be immediately tore down for something that happened.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Like that didn't matter.
hmm
Like it wasn't a big deal.
yep.
And did you ever watch Black Mirror?
No. No.
So Black Mirror basically is like future like kind of shows where technology goes, like what people can do with it. And there's this one episode, can't remember what episode it is, but your the way you are, how liked you are shows up above you. So people can like give you a score, they can give you a review, and the more like positive reviews you have, the more your score goes up, I believe. And like you have to be positive all the time, or if somebody will give you a bad review, and then that's it. Then nobody wants to like
Oh,
be friends with
really?
you or anything like that. Yeah, like I can't remember the episode, but I'll have to find it. But it's like it's crazy because this girl, she literally like goes nuts trying to like be happy and be positive all the time, and things just end up like crumbling for her because she's not positive with people, and they all give her a bad review, and she kind of just goes off the deep end. But like I think that's how like society, that's where it's going.
Yeah, I can see that. There's so many people, especially like with Instagram and everything like that too. There's
Mm-hmm.
people that live and die basically with how many likes they get.
Yes. And yeah, that's like with Lyft, you know how you can rate your passenger or like rate your driver? That's literally
Yeah.
what that episode is about. So,
Well, I do like how Instagram hid the amount of likes you get or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It says who it's, I think it says so many people have liked this or something like that, and it
Yeah.
doesn't show you the exact number anymore.
Yeah. Like it'll say Luke and others like
Yeah,
this.
yeah, that's what it says for everything. So
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah. So I'm real happy about that.
yep,
So anyway, well, if you're all out there, stay offline, but follow us on Instagram.
yeah, yeah. Just take it easy online with everything. Social media can be damaging, but it can be good too. So
Yeah.
it's just how you perceive it and how you take it too. So
Yeah. So, take some breaks, get outside, breathe some fresh air,
yep,
do a reset, read a book,
yep. Put the phone
something.
down.
Read The Rock's book.
Yeah,
You'll be all right.
The Rock for President.
Yes.
Remember
Yeah,
that starts
give
here.
us a follow, definitely.
Yep, yep. Follow us.
So anyway, well, I think that's it for this episode. Yeah, follow us on Instagram and Discord and YouTube, and we will talk to you guys next week. This is Said That, and I'm Erika.
And I'm Luke. And we said that.
Said that.
Said